Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our core and stretch. Perfect way to start the morning or continue your day if you're watching this in the future. Sorry that I'm like a dark blob. There we go. Put some light on. Look like a shadow. All right, we're going to begin our core workout with a little warm up. So start on your hands and knees in a tabletop position. We'll drop the belly and look up. And then around the spine and look down, continuing through this cat-cow a few times. And then take opposite arm and leg out, extended, and switch. And come on into a high plank. Hold it. Ten more seconds. And release. So we're going to do every exercise today just one time, no repetition. Isn't that awesome? We're going to go through the list. Once we're done with our core, we'll move on to our stretch. First exercise is actually what we just did. It's that bird dog, alternating arm and leg lift. So come back to the knees and the hands. We'll alternate arm and leg. If you're feeling crazy, you can go ahead and do that up in a high plank, really squeezing core for balance, or stay on your knees with me. Ready, set, begin. Making sure that the belly is not dropping as you extend that leg. Stays nice and strong, neutral spine. Good job, you guys. We're going for 45 seconds on each exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come onto your back. We're going to do a similar thing just down here now. We'll tuck our hips so that our lower back is connected with the ground and stack the knees above the hips. Arms are up. Come down with opposite arm and leg. Squeeze the core to pull everything back in, maintaining that connection with the lower back on the mat. You guys ready? Set, begin. This one's called dead bug. Use your inhale to drop, exhale to pull together. Make this one harder by doing straight legs. Maintain that connection, low back to mat. Don't let it come up. Three, 2, 1. Take a rest. Stay on your back. Next up is heel touches. We're going to lift our shoulder blades as if we're doing a crunch. And we'll reach side to touch each heel. Get yourselves ready and begin. Keep those shoulder blades up off the ground. you stretch. Final 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Flip onto your side. We're going to be doing an oblique crunch. So you're going to want to extend this arm out slightly, a little bit in a 45-degree angle. And then we're going to come up, pull both knees in, and come back down. Using all of this to pull in together. You have the option to leave that bottom leg down, or even make it really challenging and do it in a V-up style. Choose which one you're going to go for, get ready, and begin. Lean in, lifting the upper body and the lower body to come into contact with each other. Trying not so much to rely on this bottom arm, but instead to use the core. "15 seconds left. 2, 1. Roll onto the other side. Same exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. "10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Onto your belly, we're going to come into a high plank and reach for our opposite foot. So you'll use your core to lift your hips, reach back for that foot, and then come back to your plank. Notice I'm not letting my hips sag. I'm almost tucking my hips under and rounding just a smidge to increase that core activation. So we'll do right and then left. Get ready? 3, 2, 1, begin. Now you can always reach for your knee if your foot is unavailable. "10 seconds. 'And rest. All right, we're coming into a back extension hold. We're just going to lift our upper and lower body and hold it above the ground, using all the muscles of the back side body. Looks like this. If you have any knee pain, you can lift just the arms or just the legs instead of doing both together. 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. "15 seconds. Can you lift a little higher? 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip onto your back. We're going to do tiny flutters as we leg drop. Little baby flutter kicks, keeping that lower back on the mat. So if you don't come all the way to the ground, that's okay. Stop as soon as you notice your back coming off the mat. Once you get to that point, lift back up and repeat. Also the option to do this with your legs bent, tap the ground, and come back up if straight legs is a little bit much. Ready, set, go. And rest. Bring yourself up to a seat. We are going to do reach back. So you're going to keep your feet down, arms extend in front of you, and you twist, open, and reach back to tap the ground. Notice I'm lowering myself as I go. Alternating arms. 7 seconds. Get ready and begin. Trying to avoid rounding of the upper back. And rest. Come on to your side. We've got side plank right and left, and then we will stretch. So in your side plank, you can come onto both feet stacked, staggered, or modified by putting that bottom knee down. If you'd like to add on from your plank hold, you can do hip dips in your plank. Ready, set, go. Keeping those hips lifted, up, up, up. Pushing away from that right forearm. Or whatever forearm is on the ground. Nice job, you guys. 15 more seconds on this side. You're doing great. 3, 2, 1. Over to the other side. Same thing. If you did the hip dip, do that again. Get ready. And up. Fifteen seconds. Keep it going. Last exercise here. Two, 1, and rest. If you'd like a quick water break, now's your time. We're going to start in a seated straddle. That made it really dark. Sorry. Seated straddle, toes facing up, knees facing up. And you can just walk your hands forward to the point that's comfortable for you. Walk your hands back up, bring the feet together for butterfly. Hands on the soles of the feet. Maybe give yourself a little massage on the arches of the feet as you fold yourself forward. And come on up, extend the legs straight, and then fold forward one more time, leading with the chest. This fold comes from the hips, not the upper back. Push the chest forward. And slide one leg in. You can cross it over if you'd like, or leave it where it is. And you can do your twist by either hugging that leg or taking the arm on the outside and twisting over. Sitting up nice and tall. Start to release. Switch over to the other side. Same thing. Start to unravel. You can sit cross-legged for a second. Take your hands, push your palms away towards me. Round your upper back. And reach the arms up and over. Other way. Come back up. Both arms out, fingertips down. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Maybe close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. Drop your ear to your left shoulder. Chin to chest. And looking all the way up. center. Take your right arm up and bend it. Slide your fingertips down the spine. Help it out for that tricep stretch. And switch. Release. Come forward and through to your belly. Bring your forearms down by the sides and lift up. And lower. You can do that again or take it to the palms and lift up. Hips back for child's pose. Walk the fingers forward. And then come on up so that your hips are over your knees. Start to slide your hands forward as you bring the chest towards the ground. Bring it back up until you're all the way kneeling. Tuck your toes, sit back on them, and rock slightly side to side. And then come on up, hands on the back. Push the hips forward just gently so that you create a small back bend in your upper back. And then back to neutral spine. Come down to your tabletop. And center your right hand under your head and open your left arm up. Slide the left hand, palm face up, under the arm, all the way over to the right as far as it will go until your left ear and shoulder come to the ground. And then push into your right hand to come on up. Bring that left arm all the way back up. And release. Same thing, other side. Right arm up now. Hold it for a breath or two. And then slide it palm facing up all the way over to the left side as your right ear and shoulder come to the ground. Push into the left hand, come all the way back up, bring that right arm over your head, and then release it down. Turn the palms on the ground, fingertips towards your knees. You reach back slightly so you can stretch your wrists and your forearms. And flip them over, back of the hands on the ground, same thing. back to your tabletop and then into a plank. Bring your left knee in and send your left foot over to the right for pigeon as you slide your right leg back, keeping the hips square. Then you can fold over the front leg if you'd like. Take your hands on the outside of your leg if they're not already there. Tuck the back toes, come back to your plank and switch legs. Right knee in, right foot over to the left, drop it down, and slide that other leg. Moving forward if you'd like to. Tuck your toe, come all the way back, lower to your belly for a quad stretch. Switch. And roll onto your back. Place the feet down on the ground. Push into the feet, lift the hips slightly and bring them like an inch or two over to the right. And then drop your knees to the left. Look to the right. And then come back to center. Take your hips over to the left now. You can bring your knees into your chest first and then drop them over to the right. And then come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. And then release. Take your hands on your knees. Drop 5 small circles to the right and 5 small circles to the left. Then when you're done, take your hands on your shin. Rock and roll until you come to a seat. And you all are good to go. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I look forward to seeing you in the next class, whenever that might be, and I wish you the best day ever. See you guys.